Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to take a super quick dive into the world of digital advertising. We're going to follow the journey of a single ad, from the brand all the way to your screen. And trust me, it's way more complex and honestly, way more fascinating than you probably think.
So have you ever really thought about it? What actually happens in that split second, that blink of an eye when you load a web page? Because when you click a link, you're not just asking for an article or video. Nope. You're actually setting off this incredible, super fast, totally invisible chain reaction that decides exactly which ads you're about to see. So yeah, let's follow that journey.
All right, so to really get this, we've got to start with the two main players in this whole game, the advertisers and the publishers. Think of it as two sides of the same coin, and their relationship is basically what makes this whole digital world go round.
Okay, so check it out. On one hand, you've got the advertisers. Their goal is simple. They want to find the right people to buy their stuff. On the other hand, you've got publishers. We're talking news websites, blogs, your favorite mobile games, you name it. They have the audience, right? But they need to make money to keep creating all that awesome free content for us. So it's kind of like a perfect symbiotic relationship. One side has something to sell, the other has the eyeballs to sell it to. Simple as that.
So how do these two worlds actually connect? Well, it all starts with a single spark. And that spark is you, the moment you decide to visit a website.
Okay, so here's the play-by-play. The second you land on a web page, the site immediately sends out what's called an ad call. You can literally picture it shouting into this massive digital marketplace, "Hey, I've got a live one here, an empty ad slot, who wants it?" And that single call kicks off a frantic, real-time auction. Advertisers from all over the world start bidding against each other for that one spot, just for you. The highest bidder wins, and bam, their ad pops up on your screen. And the craziest part? This whole thing is automated and happens in an absolute flash.
All right, let's zoom in on that auction, because honestly, this is the real magic. It's the beating heart of all modern digital advertising. It's this gigantic, completely invisible marketplace where, believe it or not, your attention is the commodity being bought and sold. And to make this whole thing work, both sides need some seriously clever tech.
So on the publisher side, they use something called a supply-side platform, or SSP for short. The easiest way to think about an SSP is as the publisher's own robotic, super efficient sales team. Its whole job is to take that ad space and offer it up to as many buyers as possible, all at once, to get the absolute best price. It's all about maximizing that revenue.
Okay, so what about the advertisers? Well, they've got their own tool called a demand-side platform, or DSP. And if the SSP is a sales team, the DSP is like a super smart shopping robot. This robot is programmed to scour the entire internet looking for just the right person, the perfect audience, based on all sorts of things like what you're interested in or websites you visited. When it finds a match, it automatically places a bid to win that ad space.
So, we've got the seller's robot and the buyer's robot. Where do they actually meet to do business? They meet in what's called an ad exchange. Just think of it like the New York Stock Exchange, but instead of trading stocks, they're trading ad space in real time. This is the central marketplace where all the SSPs and DSPs come together to duke it out in these auctions.
And this whole process has a name, real-time bidding, or RTB. Now, if you remember one thing, make it this. Advertisers aren't just buying an ad slot on a website. No, they are bidding in real time for the chance to show an ad to you, a specific person, at this exact moment while the page is loading. It's incredibly personal and incredibly specific.
So how fast are we talking here? This whole shebang, the website sending the call, thousands of advertisers bidding from around the world, a winner being chosen, and the ad getting delivered to your screen. How long do you think that takes? It all happens in about 200 milliseconds. Let me say that again. 200 milliseconds. That is, and I mean this literally, faster than the time it takes for you to blink your eyes. It is absolutely mind-boggling when you think about it.
Okay, so the ad is on the screen. Mission accomplished, right? Well, not quite. That's really only half the story. At the end of the day, after all that crazy tech and lightning speed, the advertiser has one simple question. Did it work? Was it worth it? And that's where measurement comes in.
So how do you actually measure success in this world? Well, we use things called KPIs, or Key Performance Indicators. For instance, you've got CPM, that's cost per mil or 1,000 impressions. It just tells you how much you paid to get your ad in front of 1,000 pairs of eyeballs. Good for just getting your name out there. Then you've got CTR, or click-through rate. That's a bit more involved. It tells you what percentage of people who saw the ad actually clicked on it. But for a lot of advertisers, the holy grail is ROAS, return on ad spend. This is the big one. It answers the bottom line question. For every single dollar I put into this, how many dollars did I get back in sales? That's what really matters.
Okay, so we've met the players, we've seen the insane technology, we've even looked at how they keep score. But let's take a step back for a second. Why should any of this matter to you and me? What's the big picture?
Well, here's the thing. This incredibly complex, super fast, invisible system, it's the economic engine that powers a huge chunk of the internet as we know it. All that free content you love, the news articles, the funny videos, the apps you use every single day, so much of it is free to you because this system is humming along in the background, footing the bill. It's the business model of the free internet.
And that kind of leaves us with a pretty big question to chew on. This whole system is only getting smarter, more efficient, and more personal every single day. So as advertisers get better and better at pinpointing exactly who they want to reach, what does that do to the value of our attention? Is it becoming more valuable? It's definitely something to think about the next time a web page loads and an ad appears, all in the blink of an eye. Thanks so much for joining me.